Karls Quest. Oh, first actual episode. We're out in the vegetable garden. We're gonna deal with this mess today. We're gonna fix the beds. It's the afternoon. We've been out on a little adventure, the whole family. Getting some ice creams, getting some waffles. It's time for me to do something to burn off those calories. So, Karls Quest actual episode 1, episode raised beds. Fill that raised beds. So today we're gonna fill up this bed. Before I fill up the bed, we're gonna finish trimming this whole area down so it's easy to do work on this area. I also realized that the first episode I switched aspect ratios in the middle of the video. I'm sorry, I'm just learning to use this camera. I'm using the DaVinci Resolve. I really like it. I don't want to change now, but I can't do 10-bit color. I can only do 8. So that's a little limiting factor. But the video looks much nicer than the phone, at least. I think Henrik is pretty excited for us to get started. He knows I'm gonna be digging in the compost. Yeah, Henrik. It's the only thing that's kind of sad. But we're gonna clear away everything here. I'm not gonna be ripping away this stuff. And we're gonna toss it kind of that direction. We're gonna move all the mass into that corner, but stock rows. You can put the English name up. We plant this in front of the house, or we try to plant them in front of the house. They never get as good at this. So this one just grew in our compost, and it's probably the nicest one we have. So I think I'm just gonna dig around it, because the bees seem to be pretty happy with it. The same with, there's a big flowering nestle bush there. We're just gonna leave that, but we're gonna take everything away, take everything else away. Like we need to clear out all this here matter. The soil here is pretty decent that's in here. This is like this, so composted that you can't even see. The only thing you can see is all my shells from making pasta. We're just boiling these guys in white wine. Oh, so tasty. Yeah. But let's get started. Let's start with the trimmer. Let's then move on to clearing out this bed here. Just get the weeds out. And then we can start digging a little bit. See how much we do today. Let's see if we can find some worms for Henrik. So that's the thinking for today. So yeah, and then also, if I'm fast enough, I need to do some weeding. Get all the weed out. So it's a bit nicer. I should have cut down the new pear tree trim there, but I can only see a little bit what we're gonna be doing in the future. You can see the stone wall we have, totally overgrown. I need to come here with the chainsaw again and clear out everything. But there's a little dimple here, a little hole I started digging out, and I was also wondering, like, where the hell is my pickaxe? Here's my pickaxe. If you live on Öland, then this is I don't think anyone uses this, but it makes everything much easier. There's so much stone in the ground here. But and then we have this big stone here. It's been laying here and waiting for me. We're gonna get that thing there and get it up on the side and secure it. And then I saved another one in there somewhere. He's gonna go there. Then we're going to saw out some notches on the big log. Then we're gonna make a bench. And then when this side here is ready, we're gonna use this big stone that's here. It has the bench that's gonna lock it in place. That tree there is coming down, and some parts of these trees there are coming down. And then I'm gonna use those logs. They're gonna come like this, and then this side here is gonna be filled with dirt, so this is gonna be a bed. But everything here is either an old place where they dump stones, those old walls, or a mixture of both. An old wall where they also just dump stones into it. So this is the strawberry hill we talked about before. From this point here, we're just gonna take these bigger stones and we're gonna build a little wall all the way here. It's gonna go like this. Kind of started, I've been just testing it out. It's a lot of work, but this is later when the beds are ready. So we should focus on that. Just distracted. Chickens are heading home. But let's clear out this bed, and then let's take the wheelbarrow over there and then start getting some soil. I'm gonna wait with this one here until I have some help. It's not that crazy heavy, but I recently threw out my back and fucked up my gym time. So no. But let's get in there, get her done. Ooh. Start at one end. I'm just gonna go backwards. Chicken is it? I've been enjoying this bed for dirt baths. A couple of years ago, I built them a specific dirt bed, and they couldn't care less. They kind of just want to do it in the vegetable garden instead of anywhere else. This is one of these things that are annoying to get in a garden. But the most annoying one hasn't gone into this one. Where we have this weed that's called a field spinner window. No, it's like a climbing weed that just starts pulling your plants down to the ground. Gets really annoying, especially if you have tomato plants that haven't got any support yet. Right now I'm just tossing it out the bed. It doesn't matter. Probably I'm not gonna do any leveling on these sites until the spring or late fall when stuff has died down. Like this, the soil we have mixed up in this bed is still a little too sandy. It's pretty dry right now. So I hope the compost is gonna improve. There's a little potato. This one has been chilling, I think. This might be a purple or blue potato. Yeah, I think it was a blue potato before it mixed up with all the other stuff here. This mount for the camera, or I can mount it to any cylinder or edge, and I can't stop using it. So let's just get these guys loose. Let's get the rake and rake it up. Okay, so we can start filling it. This is gonna be pretty tough. It's also like here's Skullcap. If you try this out, you can use it into teas that are supposed to have relaxing properties and help you dream. I've tried this out many years ago. So you get like insanely vivid dreams from and this this is educational purposes here. So Skullcap tea, it's supposed to be good for your sleep, good for your dreams. It's gonna supercharge your dreams, but it's also gonna supercharge your nightmares. So Skullcap, nightmare maker. So don't do drugs, kids. I couldn't find my pointed shovel. I'm just gonna make this soft. From my wife's grandparents' old farm. So it's probably something that my wife's great-grandfather used for their potatoes. I think that's what Frank said. Frank was my wife's grandfather. He died just a couple of months ago. He was 87, not far from 88. He would like bike out from his farm, do a bunch of chores that a younger person probably would struggle with, and then bike back to his wife, and they would probably eat breakfast and then back out doing stuff around the farm. So he worked till the day he died, and then he had his last Christmas, and then we started getting the cold snaps, and he was heading out to make sure that his tractor was plugged into the drip charger, and all the stuff he was needed to prepare for before the frost. And then he closed up the barn, and then he took 2 steps from the door and had a massive heart attack and died on the spot. So we I think everyone here on the farm, and kind of exactly how I want to go out. Imagine like having a good Christmas, having a bunch of new grandkids coming out, and then he had talked a lot to his siblings and family the same week or the week before, and then he just checked out. But I think he probably was pretty happy with the timing, because he managed to make sure the tractor wasn't gonna run out of electricity. So he was a really nice guy. In the end, he, you know, when old people look old, but then you have some old people that just look really old. And in the end, I know people my age will get this reference, but in the end he looked like he looked like the crypt keeper. Like lost sight in one eye, and he's kind of all gangly, and he had a lot of energy, a lot of spirit, but he did look like the crypt keeper. That first wheelbarrow filled up. It's still pretty sandy and clayey. That's when I finish filling this one up, or like the bed, then we're gonna do like a. Gonna show you how to make like an easy soil test with a glass jar. So you can just, for interest's sake, see the difference between the 3 beds. Get a little bit of a side quest going on. Gonna clear out the chicken house. Not a quest, just one of those normal things you have to do. But we're gonna do it especially now, so we can just put a layer of sawdust and chicken shit just in the bottom. And then I got this wagon of hay. It's just sitting there. I think I'm gonna take some of that also, layer it in. Just playing around a little bit here. I'm trying not to do anything today because we have to do other projects. But that's the opening where like the egg nest lays in. And then I moved it over here. And what I want to do in the end is like facing the other way. I'm gonna put it like here. And then we're gonna put a single bar in front of it so they can jump up to the bar and then go into the nest. But then they're not in a position where they're on the ground going into a nest, and then there's another chicken in the nest, and then they're gonna fight over that. And also, when I made this guy many years ago, I put 4 pretty big dividers. Oh, 2 dividers, 3 compartments. I thought, oh, they need so much space. But in the end, it's just they're fighting. Like there's too much room in here. This is just like annoying. So I need to, also I should like scrape them, wash them and paint them with something like white, making them a little nicer. The thing is, I built so much as oh, this is just a prototype. So I never like finish a job. And then I kind of just like, oh, I want to do something else. But we're gonna, I think we're more or less gonna finish the chicken house this time, because now I've had a lot of time to think about stuff, how I want to do it and how I want to do stuff better. So let's just go with that. Not that I'm a master procrastinator. So this guy is just gonna go into this bed here. Here. And probably have cold lungs after this day. And the rest here. And then I just spread it around a little bit. And we keep filling this a bit. Like I did 2 wheelbarrows yesterday before I ran out of time. Should be doing this at night. It's so fucking warm right now. Oh, 4 wheelbarrows later. 1 big wheelbarrow of dried chicken shit and the sawdust. And then I put a good layer of straw on top. Sorry, this is like 3rd take. It's also 3 o'clock. It means it's time for my daily protein smoothie. Feeling pretty drained. So I need to get my energy up again before we continue. Little update. I'm going to save the hollyhock. Let's get that into a couple of pots. Some support. Watering now. This is like a really difficult plant to plant, but we're gonna see how it does. Be nice to get seeds of this. So yeah, that was an update. We're done. It's filled. It was 3 days of my free time. Oh, and I was watching the watch count calories, and I think I burned 6,000 calories filling this bed. Every single time I fill a bed, it's always worth it. So you saw me layer in a bunch of straw and chicken shit, and I've been watering regularly. I put the black tarp on it. It wasn't long enough, but it's fine because we're gonna plant straight away into a portion of this. The rest we're gonna use as not germinators, the hell are nurseries. We're gonna turn this into a nursery for a couple of trays of stuff we're gonna plant now in the fall. So we're basically just replanting. Okay, so we came back from the hardware store. I got the PEM pipe that I'm gonna use for the little frame. We also got some cement tubes, again, and framing, because I need to build a fence around my garden, because now my kid can walk and kind of starting to run also, so we need to fix that. Do you want food? Do you want the food? Do you want the food? Hey, Vanilder. Hey! It's my oldest chicken. It's Icelandic. I had it for 6-7 years maybe. Got the last piece of the puzzle. It's about to start raining. It's gonna rain for a couple of hours. So I'm just gonna edit this video. And then we split it up into 2 parts, and then the second part just coming in on Sunday. We're gonna plant some stuff in the bed and some stuff in trays and water and cover. And then because we're gonna split the episode, we're also gonna clear all the weeds away from this one, put some material on the top, and then water it. It's gonna be a second episode, and then I'm gonna do a little mini episode where I start leveling out and placing the posts for the fence that's gonna go around our whole around our house and our little garden, to keep my little daughter and future kids safe, so they don't run into traffic. So that can be a little mini episode. Yeah, we're gonna get out of the rain, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you just later, a couple of days. Six, 7 years maybe?